Saving money didn't change my finances. What did was deciding what I don't spend on. This isn't about being cheap, it's about cutting the things that quietly drain your money so you can spend freely on what actually matters. Managing money can feel complicated, and for a long time, I thought it was just about cutting back on everything. It's about cutting the wrong things and making room for what actually matters. Today, I'm sharing 5 things I don't spend money on anymore and why this lets me spend freely on the things that truly make my life better. If you've ever felt like money slips through your fingers, this video is for you. The first thing I stopped spending money on is anything I haven't thought about for at least 48 hours. And just to be clear, this isn't for essentials or time-sensitive things. It's for the I kind of want this or this would be nice to have purchases. I used to buy things the moment I thought of them, online, in store, wherever, and each purchase felt small, but it added up. This pause isn't about discipline, it's about letting the excitement wear off. Most things don't actually feel urgent the next day. There's the concept everyone talks about, delayed gratification, and I think it's especially important to practice it in this day and age. I actually extend this from 48 hours to 7 days and sometimes even 30 months. I'll keep a running wish list of things that I want in the moment, and then after 30 days I'll actually review it, and if there's still something I want, I know it's intentional, and that pause gives me space to ask why I want it. Is it something I actually value, or am I buying it for the idea of it? Whether it's how it looks to other people or how it makes you feel in the moment, because sometimes we want the idea of it more than the thing itself. And if I forget about the thing, then it probably wasn't worth owning in the first place. The second thing I stopped spending money on is cheap versions of things I use every single day. In the past, I used to default to the cheapest option, thinking I was being smart. But what I didn't realize was how much it actually cost me, being annoyed by the results of that cheap item and then having to buy it again to replace it. There's a saying, buy it nice or buy it twice. For me, this showed up with something as basic as a vacuum. I bought a cheap one before, and in less than a year, it would clog easily, lose suction, and just stop working. So I'd have to replace it. When I finally found a better quality vacuum, I stopped thinking about it altogether. It just worked, and now I actually look forward to using it every week. I also think about cost per use. Something I use every day or even weekly actually becomes one of the cheapest things I own over time. This isn't about luxury, it's about choosing quality where it actually affects your day-to-day life. The third thing I don't spend money on anymore is subscriptions I barely use. Subscriptions are that sneaky thing because each one feels harmless. It's just a few dollars here, a few dollars there, but over time, they quietly drain your wallet without you ever making a conscious decision. And it's not just financial. They create noise mentally too. You're paying for things in the background that you're not actually choosing anymore. Now I keep the number limited. I do regular check-ins, and if I don't actively use it, it's canceled. If I don't notice it, I probably didn't need it. If I'm paying for something, I want it to be a choice, not a default. The fourth thing that took me a while to learn, and that was social spending that drained me. Some plans cost money, but they also cost energy. I finally realized that recovery time is part of the price. I stopped saying yes out of habit or obligation and started choosing fewer plans that I actually enjoy. Another thing I realized was that a lot of my overspending was really about people pleasing. I wasn't going to the thing because I wanted to. I was going because it felt easier than saying no. It's okay to say no to things that don't fit your life anymore. And this saved me money, but more importantly, it saved my energy. The last thing I stopped spending money on is guilt. The goal was never to spend less. The goal was to spend in a way that actually aligned with what I value and supports the life I want to live. When you spend in line with your priorities, every dollar feels intentional, not guilty. You don't need permission when you know what you value because you already have clarity. Saving money isn't about cutting joy, it's about protecting it by making sure the things that you spend your money on actually support the life you want. None of this came from trying harder. It came from putting my money decisions in the right order. If one of these stood out to you, tell me which one in the comments because I read them. And if this way of thinking about money resonates with you, calmer, more intentional, and actually realistic, I talk about this kind of personal finance here regularly. You're welcome to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.